Good evening. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the QueendomNation show. I'm your host, Queen Charielle. Thank you for entering the Queendom where all things are royal and loyal. So we hope you had a great week. We're glad to have you here. If you did not have a good week, hopefully something today will resonate with you to give you some positivity for the week to come. So we just thank you for being here with us today, and we hope to spread a little bit of positive energy back at you as you tune into our show today. Okay, so I just want to talk about first of all the prom that has been going on in our city. I have seen some of the most beautiful dresses that I have ever seen. I wish they had those kind of dresses back when we were going to the prom back in the 90s, but some of those dresses were absolutely gorgeous. So you ladies rocked it. And you gentlemen, the suits that some of you guys had on to accent these ladies in their dresses, OMG, just super amazing. I was just blown away by the flow of pictures and different things that was on Facebook. For us to see y'all wonderful prom outfits. So big ups to everybody that went to the prom over the weekend or that got proms to still come until you get ready to graduate or till you finish school. You guys did an amazing job. Beautiful. The hair, the makeup, the photos, everything was just absolutely beautiful. I remember back when I was going to the prom in the 90s. um, my junior prom, I wore this like fuchsia dress. It was so pretty. But my senior prom, I wore a blue dress, and it was crazy because I had kind of drew this dress out on a piece of paper, and it was just so lucky that my mother went and found this dress from a lady that actually made dresses for the prom. So it was so funny the way that I drew this dress that she was able to find a dress that looked almost similar to the drawing. So that was kind of amazing for my senior prom. It was great. And I think our theme was it was Aladdin. And so when you came in and you know how you take pictures, and when you first walk in there, the first thing you see is like this big, beautiful carpet. And it's got like this cloud of stuff around it. So you get to take pictures on this carpet like it's a magic carpet in the movie Aladdin. I actually still have my glass. I wish I'd have put it on here today. But I actually still have my glass from the prom that night. Um, so that was great. I just wanted to address that to all the girls and guys going to the prom. You look absolutely amazing. If you are graduating this year, congratulations, class of 2023. I hope everyone is successful once they graduate, and I hope that you pursue your career and your dreams and become all that you can be in this so crazy world we live in. So, congratulations to everybody, and to all of those that are just moving up another grade. Congratulations to you guys too, because that is also a milestone when you move up to another grade. So, congratulations to all of our students, class of 2023. All right. So, I've been talking to a lot of women. And it's crazy because a lot of my friends are like 40 and up, right? And so we've been trying to figure out, different ways that we can tap into our 40s and just embrace life after 40. Because we all know things get a little bit different with your body and they get different with your finances, and you see life just a little bit different at 40. And so I just wanted to touch on some things this evening of how we can embrace life after 40. And this can be male or female, either way. So I'm just going to give you some tidbits of information. And if you can use them, just let me know, and let me know how it resonates to you and how you can relate to some of these different things to embracing life after 40. Because I'm 40 something, and so I've been looking at different things to get into to help me embrace being a 40-year-old woman, a business entrepreneur, a national queen, an author. And so I'm just trying to figure some things out of where my next move is going. So one thing I want you to understand and to know that in life after 40 is you have to make peace with your life. Okay. We all got something that we regret or think that we could have done better in our lives. We all been through that. That's just how life is. So we make mistakes, guys. Nobody is perfect. Remember that, okay? If you try to live your life being perfect, it is not going to happen. So do not strive to be perfect. Okay. What you can do now, though, is you can think about your life and all the things that happen in you. You know, you can analyze all these different things and understand the insight that you get into the patterns that you have been repeating for years. And so, if you have been repeating the same thing for years, expecting different results, you know what we call that, right? Insanity. So, just try something a little bit different than what you've been doing to see if that kind of, helps out. Um, when we crack the code of life, it gives us a chance to change our life for the better. And at 40, it's that time that we finally come to the realization that, we've gotten older, we've done a lot of things. And so now we're trying to do better as we get older. And so the fact that you have so much experience now will give you the necessary wisdom that you need to turn your life around and realize what you need from now on. Okay, guys? So at this point in your life, now you start to learn from your mistakes and you're going to spare yourself unnecessary stress and frustration because you've already been there, done that. So ain't no need of you putting yourself back through that again and stressing yourself out over unnecessariness, okay? The 30s, they're just for practicing. The 30s help us get ready for the 40s. So 40s are for mastering all your aspects of life. So you've been through your teen years, you've been through your childhood years, your teen years, your young adult years, and then your 20s, and then your 30s. But the 40s are when you get to that point that you start mastering different things that you've been through in your life. Okay, so you have to look at yourself and tell yourself, "I've got this." Okay, no matter what. So you have to organize a deep cleaning. This is number 2. So, no, we don't mean clean your floors and clean your furniture, but at some point you're going to need to do that. But what we're referring to is like the deep cleaning of your mind. So, imagine your mind is an attic, right? And yet the attic is dark and dusty. So, you have to first of all open up the attic, right? You have to acknowledge that there's dust in the attic. You got to take a deep breath and then you got to just start cleaning. Okay. Take one memory at a time. Learn it from all the angels. Okay, guys, from all angles. What does this mean to you? How does it change you? Clean it and think about needing it in the future. Okay? If you think that it doesn't have any importance to you, anything in that attic, release it, let it go. Okay? This is a process, guys, that takes a lot of time and it's not easy because y'all know how we hold on to things and we don't want to throw things away. But in order for you to move on to that next step in your life, this is the most important thing that you can do to change your life for the better. You have to release things that no longer serve you. So if you got all this stuff up in the attic and it's no longer serving you, you don't need it, let it go. And that's the same thing with your mind. If you got all this unnecessary stuff in your mind and it's coloring your mind and you don't need it, let it go. Okay? So every time you release something, you feel lighter, you feel better. When you get all this stuff off your mind, it makes you just feel so much better to let it go, okay? Your mind is going to be clear from any unnecessary things that tend to burden you. And how many of y'all feel so much better when you like, look, I'm going to deal with this and then I'm just going to let it go. I'm not going to worry about it no more. And you always feel so much better after you just let unnecessary things go, okay? And then after you go through this process and that process is over, you're going to begin to think about things that you want better for yourself, okay? So once you go in that closet or in that attic and you take off those things, you're going to think about new things that you might want to put in there, okay? So get rid of all that negativity and stuff out your mind and clean out your mind and start over and put some new things into your mind, some positive things, some happy things, okay? Number 3, you need to get rid of toxic people. Once you start flipping through your things mentally, you realize how much negativity some people just bring in your life. Don't we realize that, guys? It is difficult when these people, they're really close to you and you like there's always a limit to the influence in my life. So you have to be careful who you allow in, positive wise and negative wise. If there are constant negative, toxic people around you, do the best that you can get rid of them because they don't mean you no good. And as you embrace life after 40, you want your life to be a little bit more positive. You're trying to do away with all this negative energy and things that no longer serve you. So get rid of toxic people out your life. You're at that age where now you can choose who you want to be in your life and who you don't want to be in your life. And so when you get to that point to where you feel like this person is causing you more harm than good, you need to let it go. And sometimes we have to take our own advice. Okay. But if you're around people, especially like even if your family, if they're toxic, reduce time with your family if they're too toxic for you. Pay close attention to the way people treat you. Okay. If they treat you negatively or toxically, just just let them go. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to argue with people. On the contrary, let's know when people are being too nosy and too aggressive. Okay? Everyone should have the freedom to live their life according to how they choose. We should not have to wake up every day to live our life to please other people. Okay? So this is the clear sign that somebody needs to leave you alone. Toxic people want to do what? They want to be miserable. They want you to be miserable. They want everything around them to be miserable. And so as we embrace life after 40, we get rid of toxic people. We're not going to be around that type of stuff because it hinders the good life that we're trying to live for ourselves happily. Okay? Choose optimism instead. Okay, guys? Do the things in your life that bring you joy. Don't let every negative person on your path ruin your days too. Let's say you having a good day and you invite so and so over, your friend over, and they come in with all this negative energy because they're having a bad day. Look what that does to your day. Their negative energy now becomes your negative energy, and now both of y'all having a bad day. Okay, so if somebody try to come to your space with a negative energy, just go ahead and say, look, I know you're having a bad day, but right now, let's go get us a glass of wine, or let's go get us a soda. Let's go sit on the porch. We're gonna talk about it because before that negativity comes in and ruin my good day, we're gonna have to address this and get it on out the way. Okay, so don't let other people come in and ruin your happy space. Use optimism with them instead. Okay? So that's embracing life after 40. That's pretty much any time, not even just after 40. Get rid of bad habits, guys. You know, if you've been doing things that you know are detrimental to your body and that you know are not feeding your soul and making your body happy or making you happy, get rid of it. You don't have to have these negative habits, okay? It's a choosing. So if you realize that those negative habits are destroying what you need to be doing or getting in the way of you getting up to live your life, then stop doing it. Point blank. That's it. And like me, my sleep habits are bad because I try to go to sleep at night and sometimes I can't. So I'm learning how to get my sleep habits better. Okay. So check your sleeping routine if you've been resting properly because life after 40, sometimes you get tired during the day and you take naps. I have been. Some of you may not. But that's because I do work a lot and stuff. But if you get to that point to where you feel like your body needs rest, just stop and rest. It's okay to let your body rest. Okay? Because we can't keep pushing and pushing our bodies and expect it to keep going if we're not resting it so it can refuel, so it can go. So let's just make sure that you guys are giving yourself adequate time to rest and relax at night, and that you're letting your body settle down and that you're letting your mind settle down. So what I do every night to relax is I put on meditation music, and the meditation music kind of helps me just wind down. So once I get in the bed, and I can just relax and just kind of drift off to sleep. Okay. So number 6, decide what you want and what you don't want. Sometimes, y'all, we live our lives without any conscious thought about it. We do things because that's what we was told that we are supposed to do. But in order for us to make changes in our lives, especially embracing your life after 40, you need to understand why you're doing the things that you're doing in your life. Okay? Forget about your needs and your wants and then make it a recipe for disaster. So do not forget about your needs and your wants. Do not be a people pleaser. Because at the end of the day, the people that you're trying to please, they're pleasing themselves doing what they want to do. So why are you spending your time people pleasing them when you need to be pleasing yourself and doing what makes you happy? Okay? Because if you spend your whole time doing what makes other people happy, look where that leaves you at the end of the day. You give and you give so much of yourself, you have nothing left to give. So let's stop people pleasing and let's do what makes us happy in the long run, okay? Because at the end of the day, you live with you. You go to bed with you. You wake up with you. And you want to be happy with who you are, especially when you embrace life after 40. You know, you want to be happy in your own skin. You want to be happy with who you are and not that you're people pleasing. Okay, so decide what you want and don't want in your life. That's number 6, embracing life after 40. Okay, if you are not satisfied with the job that you're doing, change it. Life is too short for us to be stuck in a place where people annoy you or you got to have knots in your stomach when you go to work. Don't nobody want to work like that. Okay, appreciate your health and make yourself a priority, guys. The 40s are a perfect time to start listening to your gut feeling because your body does all these different changes at 40. You don't eat the things that you used to. Your metabolism slows down. You're not resting as good as you used to because your body don't require as much sleep. So just make sure that you're paying attention to your body and that you're making yourself a priority, as you embrace life after 40. Think about your relationship. Hmm. Is your relationship pointless? Talk to your partner about the things that you would like to change your relationship if your relationship is not going in the direction that you would like it to go. Okay? Start organizing your date nights if you're in a relationship that is stagnant. Dress up for the occasion. Try to discover each other all over again. Okay? Because sometimes in 40s, people go through a midlife crisis. So many things are going on that they forget to come back and embrace and to love on one another. And so sometimes we have to step outside our comfort zone to ensure that we're doing that for each other, okay? Sometimes just a small change in your routine can help make a big impact in how you view things, okay, in your life at that moment. If you have realized that you have been challenged with your health wise, try some other different types of options, okay? So like me, I know that sweets are my weakness. So what I've been doing is, so if I want to eat sweets, then I go get things like yogurt. I do like oatmeal cookies. Um, I've been doing like granola bars, different things. I can still get the satisfaction of the sweetness, but are a little bit healthier. So sometimes we just got to change the small things that we do in order to end up to big results. Okay, guys. So, just reinvent yourself. Start doing things that you always afraid to try. People always say they want to do a bucket list, and that bucket list of things that they want to do before they die. But what I'm saying to you is not just think about, the process of you passing on, but just try something different that you always wanted to try that you just never have done before. Okay? It's okay to get out and try new things. All right? Sometimes we be afraid to just take that first leap, but get up, go out, take that first leap, go try something different. You may surprise yourself of what you really, really like, guys. Okay? Know where you stand about your goals in life and know that you will get there no matter what. And know that you will get wherever you want to be in the future. So if you know where you stand with your goals in life and you know these are the things that you want to accomplish, don't be hesitant in yourself. Go do it. Nothing should be stopping you from achieving those goals. And it's never too late to achieve anything that you want to achieve. I know y'all have seen these success stories where different women and men are going back to school, getting college degrees at 60, 70, 80, 90 years old because that was a dream they wanted to do and they was not giving up on their dream. So I'm telling you the same thing. It doesn't matter if you're 40 and up. If you want to go back to school, go back to school. If you want to start a new job, start a new job. Anything that you want to do, please get up and go do it. Don't spend your life doing things for other people and neglecting the things that you want to do for yourself, okay? Go get up and do it. Let's do it. Do everything you can to follow up with living your life to the fullest, okay? There are so many things coming up that you need your energy for. So get up, get the notion in yourself, and go get things done. Number 8, cook at home more. You remember growing up, I don't know if in your house, but in our house, I remember growing up and we didn't really eat out a lot. And I remember my mom, she cooked at home. She would cook breakfast. She would cook dinner when we got home in the evening. And if we were there during the day at lunchtime, she would make sure that we had, some type of lunch. And we were actually a little bit healthier back then. We were living a little bit longer lives. But if you have been eating a lot of fast food and you've been visiting a lot of restaurants, I'm a victim of it sometimes too. Eating more home cooked meals, guys, is so much healthier for you because you know what you're putting into your foods, okay? No matter how good these restaurants are, and I'm such a dick them because I love restaurant food, but I also get in that place where I love cooking at home. I want a home cooked meal, okay? So, not because you won't make mistakes, guys, but because you will cook it with love. You know, when we cook with love and we care for ourselves. And when we cook, we care for the people that we love and the people that we're feeding in our homes. Also, when you embracing the age of 40, cooking is definitely one of the most relaxing activities you could possibly do. Okay? Think about the way that you've been eating. Were you eating too many sweets? Were you eating too much salty stuff? Were you eating too many things with sodium in it? Were you eating too many things with high fructose corn syrup in it? So, think about the things that you're eating and why it's so much more important to cook at home. Do you need to increase your food intake? Do you need to eat more vegetables? Do you need to drink more water? These are the things that, especially when you embrace life after 40, you have to start thinking about. Because when you start eating all that extra stuff, it puts a lot of unnecessary weight on your body. And unnecessary weight, a lot of times, can cause unnecessary health problems. Okay? So I want you guys to just slow down sometimes. Give yourself a chance to enjoy food that you cook and that you put your own love into, and that is a little bit healthier for you than eating at a restaurant all the time, okay? Try some new recipes. Make some changes in the way you prepare your food and the groceries that you pick up. Try something totally different and healthier that you've never tried before. I know when we went on a cruise, we went to Costa Maya back in November, and my sister-in-law, one of the first things she said on there, she said, I want you guys to eat everything that you do not eat at home. So what I'm telling you guys is try different types of food that are a little bit healthier for you that you can cook at home. Okay? And we have Google and the internet and everything, so you can find different types of new recipes to try in your kitchen. It's okay to try new and healthy foods. Once you start cooking at home more, you'll notice that you appreciate food more and that you feel better when you're eating because you cooked it. Um, and especially if you want to lose some weight, you don't have to do it, because you're hungry. You do it because you just want to be physically fit or you want to be healthy in a certain way. Okay. Number 9, start exercising. And I'm so guilty of this myself. I have been postponing exercising for a long time. And I know it's not too late to start. So, because after 40, your life and your metabolism starts slowing down a little bit, you need to get up and be more mobile. So, I went to this workshop, and one of the things that the lady discussed at the workshop is you want to keep your body more mobile because when you start turning 60, 70, 80, 90 years old, people can see it. You want to be able to get up on your own. You want to be able to walk on your own. And that was one thing that I didn't really pay attention to until she brought that to my attention. So we definitely want to be able to, you want to get up, you want to exercise, you want to be more mobile, you want to get up and you want to move, okay? Make sure that you're up and you're moving, that you're getting that body in motion, that your heart is pumping, and that you're getting that cardio up, okay? So explore the type of exercise that you want to do and that you enjoy most. Like me, I love yoga. Because I have fibromyalgia, a lot of the strenuous exercise is a little too much on my body. And so what I do is I do yoga because it's just a little bit more subtle, but it does get the body in motion. It does get you stretching. It does get you moving. It does give you a little heartbeat moving a little bit. So your cardio does come up a little bit. So if you feel comfortable with that, do that. If you feel comfortable walking, get up and do that. If you have an animal, get up, take your animal out because that's a great way to walk and to get that type of exercise. And is to take your dog or your whatever animal you have for a walk, okay? Number 10, travel. Get out the house. Go see something different. I'm like this. Have you ever wanted to visit places like Greece, like Italy, any of those type places? Get up and get out the house and go see something different, okay? The 40s are the years when people usually have them stacked up a little bit of money, and so now they want to travel, but they don't want to travel and to where they're bankrupt, that they don't spend all their money. So what they do is they consider like paying for their vacations over time. So that way, when it does come time for them to travel, that they're not broke and that they haven't spent all the money that they have just to take this one vacation when they really want to take a couple more. So get out the house, go travel, go see something new, go different places, eat street food, meet the local people in these places, taste the unique flavor of a different country. When we went to Mexico, it was amazing over there eating the different foods and the different things that they had from their culture that we do not have here in America. So and actually we do have some of their stuff here, but it was great just eating it from their culture, from over there in their country, not from here in the United States. And when you go on vacation, spend your vacation how you want to. Don't go on vacation with people that want you to do everything they want you to do, and you're not doing nothing for you the whole time you're on vacation. You're embracing this age of 40, so you're trying to get out, and you're trying to live life, and you're trying to have fun, not for everybody else, but for you. Okay? So make sure that when you go on vacation, that you are doing exactly what you want to do sometimes, okay? Because we tend to do that a lot, that, we go out with people and we quickly do what they want us to do. But no, it's time for us to try something that we want to do. If you want to go scuba diving, go. If you want to go dancing all night, go. If you want to just sit outside and sunbathe all day, do that for you, not for anybody else. Okay? Find a new hobby. Hobbies are a great way to clear your mind. I have found a new hobby. I have started gardening and planting me some flowers and plants and stuff. And so now I'm getting ready to move over to an herb garden and try and see how that works for a sister. I love sitting out on the porch, planting my flowers, watering them, watching them grow. So relaxing, guys. So try something new. Find a new hobby, okay? Read some books. I just wrote a book, Women in Entrepreneurship, How Do We Beat the Odds? Get up, read some books. Books are okay. It's okay to unplug from TV for a while. It's okay to unplug from the internet and just get into a good book. Good books can send you someplace just amazing when you read them, So get up and read a book. But these are different things that, you can do to embrace life after 40. Your life is not over. You still got some living to do. You still gonna look good while you're doing it. So think about the tidbits of this information that I gave you, and I hope that it helps you, and I hope it resonates, and I hope that you can get up and enjoy your life after 40. Go live, go do something fun with yourself, and not because other people want you to do it, but because you want to do it, because it's your life, okay? So I'm going to read you the Queendom quote of the day, okay? And our Queendom quote of the day says this: if you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put foundations under them. Let me say that again. If you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put foundations under them. That is your Queendom quote of the day. I'm your host, Queen Chariel. Thank you for entering the Queendom and rocking with me tonight with the Queendom Nation show. If you have gained anything from our session tonight, I hope it is helpful for you as you continue to embrace life after 40. Thank you so much. Tune in next week. We hope you have a great and productive week. We send you all prayers and blessings to make sure that your week is great. Thank you so much. I am Queen Chariel. Have a great evening from the Queendom.